Alright, so SJR is in fact bringing 2 Embers, 2 Jenners, 2 Catapult K2s, and 6 Shadowhawk 2Ds. Now those 2Ds, I don't know what the exact builds are, but those are the 4 missile Catapult, or the 4 missile Shadowhawks. So we may see some streaks come into play, maybe with AC-20s. I know that that's a build that's been floating around. SJR has spawned high side, so they will be moving to take their point first, I would imagine. And we do have Russian Clan Wolf spawning low side. Looks like they have brought 4 Shadowhawks, 6 Shadowhawks, 2 Blackjacks, and some Jenners? Oh, they brought a lot of Shadowhawks, actually. Let me check this roster here. Of course, it gives me the wrong team's roster. That's fine. It does look like, in fact, Russian Clan Wolf has only brought 2 lights, an Ember and a Jenner, and then it's brought 2 Blackjacks, and the rest are Shadowhawks. So it looks like SJR has in fact ditched their point. They have not capped as of yet, and are moving forward across the dropship as fast as they possibly can. But we also see Russian Clan Wolf is moving below the dropship, so we're going to see a little bit of a circular push here. I do think that SJR is probably going to be faster in this engagement. They are able to take the tighter line due to this dropship, but those Catapult K2s are a lot slower, and we do see one of those Catapult K2s getting a little bit left behind. A big airstrike goes down, takes down one of those Shadowhawks for SJR down to around 85%, and we see Russian Clan Wolf continuing this push. Their Shadowhawks are getting a little bit out behind, and now is when the lights from SJR are really going to take advantage. They're able to come in behind and do a lot of damage. We see one Shadowhawk from Russian Clan Wolf out of position, trying to do as much damage as it can on this K2, and it's actually getting swarmed now by 2 additional lights, but it's going to turn into a brawl very, very quickly here. We see the first mech go down from each team, a K2 for SJR, and in fact 2 more mechs have already dropped for Russian Clan Wolf, both Shadowhawks I believe. So we see a big brawl forming here. It looks like each team is trying to avoid striking the other. We see this K2, however, does get a strike dropped on it. Lots of damage going down on maybe even a friendly Shadowhawk, dropped all the way down to 67%. We see the other K2 for SJR does go down, but those are their only 2 casualties. They still have 6 Shadowhawk 2Ds, 2 Embers, and 2 Jenners, whereas Russian Clan Wolf is down to just 5 mechs, 4 mechs as another one falls. I think that SJR is probably going to take this game. Another Shadowhawk goes down, and it's just the 3 mechs remaining for Russian Clan Wolf. A good game. They had a good push. They tried to get those catapults while they were out behind, but they cut that corner. I think they were a little bit too hasty, and they got spread out as a result. So we see this last Shadowhawk being focused down by SJR, and SJR takes the match over Russian Clan Wolf. A good game. We saw that was definitely proper focus fire. It's really important to bring down those K2s. They were dual AC-20s, so they are putting out a ton of damage, and you have to be very careful with them. So I think it was definitely the right decision to focus them down, but I think that Russian Clan Wolf played a little bit too aggressively in trying to get to them. They saw them out of position, and they started to cut across open ground to get to them instead of completing their movement and sticking together. They got strung out, and I think that's what cost them this game.